personal reading alert. The code for this is Legend11, 404 on the timer. And also, sorry about the fuzziness. It's if I'm in camera now, I guess. Look. No fuzziness, and then fuzziness. So we'll have to deal with it. If you'd like your own personal reading code, email me a link in the bio to my email or direct message me here on TikTok. Again, please do not ever make my reading fit if it does not resonate. But let's get to the reading. This is going to be Legend 11. Alright, let's see what we have here. Spirit, please channel through me for Legend 11 for their greatest and highest good, please. What could it be today? Can't shuffle. I stubbed my toe earlier. Maybe that's relevant for you. I mean, racked my freaking pinky toe. It was terrible. Alright. Spirit, please channel through me for Legend 11. Let's get to your reading. I cannot believe how, like, fuzzy and blurry it is. There's nothing I can do. Oh, man. You had a half in, half out King of Wands who wasn't distorted at one point, though it's almost like you were given it, like you were given as a gift to this person. You were a light in their life at one point, and they were kind of like, I don't know, half in, half out. However, you got the devil reversed here, which is interesting. So they may have been half in and half out, but Knight of Cups reversed. They like to party. They prioritized other people, friends, buddies, masculine or feminine energy in the physical. Does not matter. We're talking about energy here. They did not prioritize the relationship here. Now, they didn't have a lot of things chaining them necessarily. Like, it was a controllable partying, celebrating without you. Kind of maybe you didn't get invited to a lot of stuff with this person. They wanted to do their own thing, and usually, again, it was to prioritize other people over you. And it came in between your relationship, but honestly, it's showing up that they weren't really ready to settle down, so it was kind of a crap offer to begin with. It was quick, and honestly, they may have done it for clout. It's more like, you could be a damn budding rose, and they saw it, and they were like, took you off the market for a bit, and they definitely got some, I mean, their friends, community, whoever, you know, thought it was, they were like, yeah, good job, you know, that kind of thing. Clout, in a way. But, so they jumped on the bandwagon and took you off the market, but they probably didn't plan on having a full future with you here. Oh. Yeah, they were always kind of planning on leaving. You may have felt this way too, though. You may not have been like, this probably isn't the person I could settle down with after a while. Because you're like, they don't even prioritize me. They're out here hearing about everything under the sun but me. Cheetahs may be significant. So you moved on. But then you found a distorted emperor. Damn it. Girl. However, this person was pretty stable. They may have kind of had some materialism. They may have kind of been very stable, responsible, had some nice cash flow. They may have been a little bit like the opposite of your past, your ex, this King of Wands. Didn't go out and do a whole lot of shit, you know, they weren't out on the town. They weren't really prioritizing everybody under the sun over you. However, they're still coming up as a distorted emperor. So why is that, Spirit? Let's see what else the cards bring. You showed up here as a Queen of Swords with this person, but they also show that they may not have completely been over their ex. And this could have been the reason why they were distorted here, is because they weren't completely, they still had not dealt with all the heartbreak from their ex, who kind of may have been and I hate this word if you're a longtime follower, like a bitch, like to them, like treated them not very great. It was my way or the highway with their ex. Didn't always, like, they weren't allowed to show their feelings. If they showed their feelings, they were weak. But anyways, so in this relationship, you were definitely like a lantern in the dark for them. You showed them kind of a different kind of love. You weren't acting this way like their ex had acted. And you may have actually thought this was like someone you could totally spend your life with. This was like a 10 of cups for you potentially, but you were kind of on the fence about it. Again, you may not have known that they were still kind of heartbroken trying to heal from their ex and they hadn't completely healed yet. So it's like almost half in, half out. It's like, this could be something amazing, but if this doesn't kind of get fixed, if they don't get over these feelings of their ex, whether that's what you knew or not at the time, you know, this could definitely not be something that works out. This could end in, yeah, you were indecisive about it the whole time. Because again, they needed to heal some shit. They needed to get over the ex and work through the traumas that the ex put onto them. Because they weren't completely treated the right way either. Not saying that they didn't have any fault in there, but their ex did not treat them very nice. But you kind of were like thinking, damn, would I be better off single? Would I be fucking better off single here? Purple may be very significant for you, and teal. 411 on the timer. 11 may be very significant for you as well. It's an ascended master number, so you may naturally be a healer. I mean, you're already showing up here as the high priestess. Whether you know it or not, you may be a healer, like a light in the dark for other people. You may give really good guidance. Congratulations. Love that. All right, so the Page of Wands reverse and Judgment reverse popped up here. And this is right around the time you're trying to make a decision about this Emperor that was a little bit distorted here. You decided not to. Some truths were revealed to you. You may have found out some things about them that just was not aligned with you, was not aligned with your future, because you were sitting in that High Priestess energy. Bananas may be significant for you as well. And nuts, like you may like to eat nuts, or you're allergic to nuts, or something here with nuts. It came through the channel, so I had to say it. Yeah, so with this Six of Wands reversed, you were like, no. Broke it off. Someone broke it off here. Ended it. You may have started pouring heavily into yourself and those around you, because you pop up as the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles comes in, which means balanced. Very giving, compassionate, graceful, patient with your time, energy, love, that sort of thing. Again, people look up to you, a leader here. You may have even been considering kind of switching locations, environments. You may have been on the fast track to start a whole new pathway and journey in life than what people around you were doing. And you showed up way over here on top of a computer, a laptop, a MacBook. That may be significant for you. Are you a writer? Have you thought about being a writer? Or like a reporter, something. You were working on a beautiful, bright future here. Or you were in the midst of it. And again, leader. Definitely a leader. 413 on the timer. So, again, besides the fact that you had all this situation going on, you always came up as the Nine of Pentacles. Very elegant, very sovereign within yourself, right? Even if there's a disaster with relationships was going on, you always were able to remain balanced. Closing the chapters, a door closes, another one opens, didn't really matter. You didn't let it sway your future and who you are as a person. Hell yeah. I love that. You don't let relationships steer you awry. And fives have been coming up a ton in this reading. So fives also may be important numbers for you. Your ancestors may reach out via the number 5. They may be sending you signs. Dragonflies, moons, and stars are going to be significant for you as well. You may also be a coffee fiend or cappuccino, frappe, something. Caffeine, you like caffeine? All right. So anyways, you may have kind of decided that you were going to be on your own for a bit, but a major tower hit that caused some imbalance here. Now, it didn't completely distort you altogether with balancing your emotions, your physical, financial, all that. But it put a dent in you. You were riding the freaking waves of this tower. Don't know what it was. It could have been it's some life event. And you held strong, but fuck if it wasn't brutal getting through it. It was almost like divine intervention. But you, after all of that, you came out emotionally like a stronger, better person. So whatever that tower was that happened, like, you still overflowed your own cups and came out emotionally strong. It's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Go to a part 2 and